Hi, I'm Lydia Nicole, and I'm very excited because today I'm getting my facial done by Nerida Joy. That is right. Sound like a black girl, right? Nerida, what's up, Nerida? Anyway, I'm really excited because I have not had a facial in over 20 some years. The last facial I had, probably the only facial I had, was with this horrible salon. They made my skin green. So I'm really looking forward to this one. And I'm hoping that Nerida could do something with my neck, because I got that little turkey neck today. You know, I need some help. Common Sense Mamita needs help. So, yes, that is me. I am the Common Sense Mamita. So, you know, if I'm coming to Nerida, it's got to be good, right? Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this like Brutus. Come on, let's do this. What you doing? What you doing? Come on, girl. Let's go. And she's Australian. Did I tell you that? She is Australian. I really like this woman. I think she's going to do something fabulous with my skin.
Today with a special guest, Lydia Nicole. Hi.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you come in today.
Oh, I'm ecstatic.
We're going to be having a look at Lydia's skin and diagnosing her skin and doing a little treatment for her today. So, I'm going to get started.
Should I be scared?
Well, you know what I would like to know? I would like to know some concerns that maybe you have about your skin, if you have any. What they are.
I have sensitive skin, that I know, and so I don't put too much stuff on my skin, but the big problem areas for me are right around my eyes, underneath my eyes, I break out a lot, and my neck area.
Your neck area. Yeah, the neck is such a tricky one, that neck, isn't it? As we get older, it's like we all want to be...
It's abusive. It's hurting
So
me.
I can see you're a little bit dry around your eyes too. So we're going to do some nice boosting on your skin. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cleanse your skin.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bring the light over and have a look. And we're going to have a look. So it's going to feel nice and creamy here. We're using a light cream cleanser. Now, I have all my bottles turned around on purpose, so I didn't want any of my Ask Nerida Joy videos to be product related, because I want people to know that there are a lot of great products out there. So all my my products, you'll see that you can't see any labels because there are so many different good ones, and I just didn't want to be especially advertising anything, any particular line. So we're just going to cleanse off her skin here.
For people who are watching,
The people
feel
who are watching.
jealous. This feels good.
So just doing a little boosting here. Now that's nice you didn't wear makeup today. You didn't come in with makeup. Your skin is...
I came ready for the
you
facial.
came ready. You did. It's so wonderful. Well, your skin tone is really pretty. It's nice and even too, which is really lovely. You don't have any sort of blotchy dark areas, so that's wonderful.
It had nothing to do with it. It's DNA.
DNA. Yeah, it's pretty. I can feel it doesn't move a lot with my hands when I massage it either, which means that your skin is, your levels are really strong and it's well connected muscular-wise, which is so nice.
No one's ever said that to me before. I'm so happy.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're working on people, and it doesn't even matter how old they are, but sometimes their skin, when you're massaging, it moves a lot with your hands. So it's really important to make sure that you keep the dermal levels really strong and sturdy. So we want to use treatment products that are always stimulating your fibroblast cells.
And what can you do at home to help strengthen your skin tone?
Well, what you can do is you can use treatment products that get to the fibroblasts, which are your retinols or your alpha hydroxy acids. And when I say retinols, I don't mean prescription strength, because prescription strength are way too strong for most people, and it's just not necessary to use prescription strength when you have so many other great products that contain retinol, which is a vitamin A, one of the molecules of the vitamin A, and it really helps to get to those fibroblast cells. So it's pretty great. So I'm just going to use a little tissue to blot off your skin here.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a look and through the Maggie lamp.
Oh,
Yes.
that's scary. Looking through the magnifying glass.
So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to turn it on. It's not a really harsh light on your eyes, but do keep them closed
Okay.
just while I do this.
Okay.
So what I see, you have really good skin. You've just got a very, very minimal amount of oil, so I can see just very small amount around the nose and on the forehead a little bit and on the chin area. But mostly the main thing that I see with your skin is that we need to do some boosting around your eye area, because you tend to be a little bit dark around that eye
Yes.
area, and we can change that and get that eye area about 30% better than it is right now.
That's
So
exciting.
that's good. And the other thing is I'm going to do some work just around the mouth area where the
Okay.
colouring is a little bit different,
Okay.
in that it's a little bit lighter around your mouth. So we're going to do some boosting around there too with some treatment products and just help the texture of the skin so that we can get
Is
it.
that
as-
because I bleached my hair there?
It very likely is. It just
Okay.
it is a little bit lighter there above the mouth. Now you bleach it with
Jolene.
Jolie, yeah, that's quite a popular little bleach, that one there too. So it is a little lighter up here, the skin texture, so we're just going to do some things to help that. So what we want to make sure is that you know that when you are driving in the car, that the visor obviously doesn't cover the lower face and the neck and the décolleté. So you really want to make sure that you're using a great protection on this décolleté, because it's an area
And
in
what
the
is
neck.
the décolleté?
This area right
Oh,
below
okay.
the neck here. Yeah, this chest area.
Above my chest. Okay.
Above your chest.
right.
So we want to make sure that you protect it really well, because it's an area that gets a lot of sun. And it's an area that our eyes and our neck are the two areas that go so quickly as we age. So to keep them to keep the skin healthy and to stop it from wrinkling, we have to really protect
Yes,
it.
we don't want
Oh,
to
no, we don't.
wrinkle.
So we have there's different scarves that you can buy that are a really light fabric, but they have an SPF in the material, and you can just throw it around your neck when you drive, and it covers this whole
Okay.
area. So it doesn't get too hot and you don't feel too claustrophobic with it on either. So so now that we've done that, I'm going to use just a really light little exfoliant that's an
Okay.
absorbing exfoliant. And what an absorbing exfoliant is it doesn't have little granules in it. It has a buffing effect on the epidermis, and it's what we call a surface regenerative. So what happens is when you use an exfoliant that has that type of buffing effect, it allows your treatment products that you're going to use on your skin after that to be better absorbed.
Okay.
And it really helps to even out the skin tone and clean the pores. So it has several different purposes that are so beneficial.
And how
us
often
to
do you
use-
recommend that
to do
kind
that
of treatment?
about once every 5 days for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for
Okay.
some people they don't. They may need to just use it once every. If you were a true dry skin, you're a little bit surface dry, but a really true dry skin every 10 days would be good, and a more oily skin could do it every third or fourth day. But I would suggest, being summer, I would suggest about every 5 days for you.
Okay.
Now, in the summer months, it does heat does stimulate sebaceous activity, which is oil. So it does. That's why people's pores tend to get a little larger and they're more active in the summer months, and your hair grows too faster in the summer months. So. So anyway, we're going to do a little exfoliant, and I'm going to take it fairly close up under the eye area too, because you are a little bit dry there, so that we can get rid of some of that dryness, so that when you do put your eye cream on, that it is going to be
cake up.
really well, and well absorbed, because we want to change that colouring around your eyes. We can do
Okay.
better with the eye area. So I'm going to grab that right now, grab a couple of things, and we'll get started with the
Okay.
massage, okay? Okay, so I'm putting a serum on here first before we put on our treatment product. And Lydia asked me what kind of serum it was that I was using. Now this one does have a little bit of vitamin C in it. So what we've done is we've put a serum on her skin, and now I'm going to put on a little bit of eye product here. I really like certain times to use gels, especially in the summer months, because gels tend to, they're very light in texture, and for people that tend to be very oily up close to the nose area. I mean, it's surprising, but sometimes you can have, blackheads right up very close to the eye. So we want to
I've noticed that.
You've noticed that? Gels are just a lighter in texture. This one in particular has a lot of bioflavonoids in it, and it really helps support the little blood vessels, which a lot of the time when you get that dark shadow around the eye, it is the dark blood vessel. So if you stretch the skin to see, you'll notice that you've got that dark blood vessel there. So we want to really help everything to support those little blood vessel walls to stop leakage and to stop that dark shadow. So this one is a really nice eye gel, and I like to use it in treatment. And remember, when you're putting on your eye product, you want to put in a complete circle around the eye. That's very important.
Why is that?
Because the eyelids get really dry too, and they need protecting and they need hydrating. And this particular eye gel that I'm using is it's nourishing, so it helps with little lines, but it also helps with the dark discoloration.
Okay.
And it helps with puffiness, which is always a good thing because so many people get really puffy.
Now, what if you are going to the beach to tan? Would you put a cream or a gel before you put on your
I'm laughing
tanning
here
lotion?
behind you.
You can laugh.
I'm laughing because I'm like thinking to myself, oh no, she's going to the beach to tan. The sun is so bad for the skin. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. But okay, now I know that the people like to tan and go to the beach, but for me, who, at 55 has sort of never, probably I could count on both hands the times I've been to the beach to actually sit in the sun. I think that
it's a bad habit, I know, but I like to go
you like
sit.
the sun, yeah. It's a gel is fine because it's sufficient in what it does. Because often when you do go to the beach, you get hot and you get a little sweaty. So, but of course, we want to make sure that you're using a really good sunscreen. And if someone does have brown spots, like Lydia has really very, very pretty skin, doesn't have anything too much going on. A couple of little papillomas around her eyes, but they're very, very small. And these are these dark little raised bumps around her eyes, which you often find around the glands. On a really light skinned person like myself, the little papilloma is clear in colour, and you'll notice that you sometimes get them around your arm or underneath your breast area or around the eye. But because Lydia has a little colouring in her skin, her papillomas, like down here on her chest by her arm here,
are brown.
Are a little brown, yes. And the only way to get rid of those is to have them either zapped at the dermatologist, or the old-fashioned way we used to do it, which I don't think we can do anymore, is tying a thread around it right down to the base and pulling it really hard. Yes. You've got to hold it up with the tweezers and then sort of pull, but of course we don't want to advertise that for people to be doing.
That's the getaway.
But then we have some brown little spots down here, which are sunspots. And my suggestion for her would be, because they're not raised, they're just the discoloration here, these brown spots from sun, is that she's really diligent about using a sunscreen. And that means every single day. I mean, winter, summer.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
winter and summer, having to use a sunscreen on that chest area. And, sunscreens are so sophisticated now because they have them in retractable brushes, that the SPF 50s, that you don't even have to get the goop on your hands when you're driving. So you can have them in your car and just put it on the décolleté and the neck area when you're driving. It makes such a difference. And I can't express enough that sun is the most aging of all, and it's quite shocking to see what it does. It doesn't just give you wrinkles, it actually makes the skin tone really loose. And I have so many clients that are incredible athletes, and some of them were in the Olympic Games, that are now in their 60s and 70s, and they have incredible tone, muscular tone, but they have really loose skin. It's because they've spent so much time in the sun over the years. So I would say to anybody that for people that love the sun, it is the most aging, and we're living longer now. So it's really important to just know that. I mean, you know, any lifting and tucking requires surgery and a scar, and it's just important. It's important that everybody sort of know and understand that.